Hey everyone, it's Konami and today I'm going to be reviewing the Megahouse Glitter Petit Chara Set 2. So before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you get a Petit Chara box that is from the factory, it should be sealed with 3 pieces of tape on each side, and it will contain one of each of the 6 figures. I've been hearing that some companies like Crunchyroll are actually opening these boxes up in their factories and switching out boxes for no apparent reason. So that's definitely something to be wary about when you buy these blind boxes. I got my set from somebody who actually traveled to Japan and picked these guys up for me, so I can't really speak for specific companies or specific websites, but if I had to choose one of them, I would say that Ami Ami is a reliable source, as well as Circle Red, and I've never had a bad experience with them. So definitely check those guys out if you are wanting to order a set for yourself. Alrighty guys, so this is the front of the box. As you can see, it says Kita Kita Glitter version at the top, and we have Sailor Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn. We also have Super Sailor Chibi Moon and Super Sailor Moon. In the corner, it does say that Sailor Chibi Moon's figure does come with the Luna P ball. On the left-hand side of the box, we have Super Sailor Moon and Super Sailor Chibi Moon, as well as the 6 different character bases. On the right-hand side, we have Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune, and the 6 bases again. And on the back of the box, we have Sailor Pluto and Sailor Saturn. Right here, it has the information number as well as the choking hazard warning here. And then here in this corner, it has the list of plastics and different materials that are used in making these figures. On the front of the box, we have the 6 Sailor Senshi as well as both of their variants. Set A is the open eyes version and set B is the variant. Usually it ends up with the character having a winking face or a closed eyes face, but in the case of Saturn and Pluto, both figure variants have them with eyes open, but their stance and their smile is a little bit different. This is the bottom of the box. It's super boring. Now on the sides and the front of the box, there's actually some perforation. This is so that retailers can actually open the box, flip this top lid open, and display each box so that the customers can come up and grab whichever blind box they want. Me being a collector, I have snipped the factory seal tape here, and I just open it like so to reveal the blind boxes inside. Woo! So this is what the box looks like. Each individual box that comes out will look like this. It's a teeny tiny box. It's really cute. On the top we have Pluto and Saturn that bleeds into the image on the front of Neptune, Uranus, Super Sailor Moon, Super Sailor Chibi Moon. Now the thing that you want to look for right here is the Toei sticker of authenticity to show that this is in fact a real Petit Chara from Megahouse. On the side we have the variants again for Super Sailor Moon, Super Sailor Chibi Moon, and Pluto. On the other side we have Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn. On the back, we have a huge warning label about choking hazard. It has the Luna P is included with Chibi Moon. And then right here, it does say that each figure can have a head swivel and a hip swivel, which is kind of cool. And then at the bottom, we have customer service number and the UPC. And then right here with the plastics that are used in making of the figure again. So it looks like Pluto is the first character that I open, and she has 6 separate compartments. And right here you can see that the version that I got has the slight smile, which means that if the indicator is correct, I should receive a full set of A, so open eyes. The second figure I got was Sailor Uranus, and she has 5 compartments. The third character I got was Super Sailor Chibi Moon, and she has 6 compartments. The fourth character I got was Saturn, who also has 6 compartments. The 5th character I opened is Sailor Neptune, and she has 5 compartments. And last but not least, I got Sailor Moon, and she has 5 compartments.
Ooh, well, that's certainly not something you see every day. A bunch of disembodied Sailor Senshi. Whoops.
So this is what the bases for each of the Senshi looks like. I think they're really pretty. I don't know if my camera will be able to show you, but these guys have a nice pearly finish to them, and each of them have their planetary symbol on them, and they're really nice and glossy, and the printing on them is perfect. Even Pluto's, which is black, has a gleam to it, So it's nice and glossy. Super Sailor Chibi Moons is more of like a pearly, I don't know, like cotton candy pink. And Super Sailor Moons is more of like a magenta-y pink. Well, not even magenta, just like a pink. Unfortunately, I already have my first grievance about this set, and I haven't even looked at the figures yet. The grievance that I have, if you look closely at these two, is that Super Sailor Chibi Moon's brooch is her Crisis Compact from Super S, and Super Sailor Moon's compact on her base is her Cosmic Compact from Sailor Moon S. So that means that the Super Sailor Moon that we're looking at that is paired with the Super Sailor Chibi Moon, they're from 2 different seasons. I know that's not super incredibly important, but for somebody who likes to display things together, knowing that in the back of my mind that those 2 characters aren't technically supposed to be with each other, I don't know, it's just something that mildly bothers me. But of course, when I put them on the stands, I won't see these things, so hopefully I can push it to the back of my mind and not be too bothered by it. First up for review is Sailor Saturn. As you can see right here, she has this amazing little gradient of purple into black, and she's holding her silent glaive. One thing I do like is that they paid attention to detail, and they have her jewel not being purple, it is the whitish color. Her eyes are huge and expressive, and this is version A, so she's smiling slightly while holding her glaive. It's kind of weird that her glaive is pointed away from her, but I mean, who knows? She could be twirling it around. It's not a big deal. I do like the fact that they have the little laces on her boots, and the only paint defect that I can find so far on her is just this little bit right here where it goes down into her hip bra. She has the different type of brooch as well, and her sleeves are flared out, which means that all details were taken into account when creating these figures. And I really appreciate that, because from a Mooney standpoint, the accuracy is pretty important, and I really like that about this Saturn figure. We're starting off good this time. Next up is Sailor Pluto. Unfortunately for Pluto, she does have a rather large defect right here on her skirt. It's in the same area as Saturn, her hip roll right here, and a little bit of her bow is actually white. Her hair is really sparkly and really gorgeous. I was looking at the gradients that were done in the first set, and some of the gradient in the hair just didn't look all that great. But the gradients in this set actually look really decent, and the airbrushing is really pretty. And she has her earrings, and if you look underneath, you can see that they went ahead and painted her tiara the correct color as well. It also looks like there's a little bit of a defect right here on the boots. I can't expect perfection from these, since the first Petit Chara's kind of showed me that they're not going to be perfect, but nonetheless, I really love Pluto's face and the fact that she has her time key and she just looks freaking adorable. Next up is Sailor Uranus, and wow. Okay, so first let's look at this hair right here. This detailing on the hair is really cute. Her face is something that I don't necessarily think would be native to Haruka, because she usually has like a very serious face, but this expressive face does look also a little bit kind of sarcastic, so I can see that, and I really like that. Her outfit is fantastic, and Sailor Uranus, much like Sailor Jupiter, has actually grown on me with the fact that I have been collecting these toys and figures, and so since she's been growing on me, I'm actually really liking the stuff that's coming out for her. And I used to hate the fact that her bow on the back was the same color as the rest of her outfit, but in this particular figure, you see that it's actually glossy, while the rest of her skirt and her sailor collar are matte. So that actually kind of pops it out a little bit and makes it really cute. As for paint defects, Uranus actually got out of the factory almost unscathed. The only thing I see here is a little bit on the bow, but while she's standing upright, it's really hardly noticeable. Woo woo, it's Michiru time. Sailor Neptune looking really adorable. One thing that I hate about Outer Senshi merchandise is they usually cannot grasp Sailor Neptune's hair or her hairstyle, and that's evident in the figure arts where it looks kind of flat when it should be pretty volumized. I do like the fact that this has volume and it shows, it kind of pops out of her head a little, and it may be because she's super deformed, but I don't really care because it just looks perfect on her. I was actually hoping for set B where she has her eyes closed because she has a really expressive face. This particular face for Neptune is kind of somber while she's smiling. So I do really like it, and since it's the only one out of the set that isn't my favorite, along with the other girls and with the first set, I think that I can pretty much call that an oversight and I don't have to worry about it that much. As far as paint defects go, she doesn't have almost any that I can tell. And even the detailing on her shoes is really immaculately done. And so yeah, Neptune and Uranus, they got out pretty good. Next up is Super Sailor Moon. Now, I already told you guys my grievances with the base on this one, and I found out something else that kind of irritates me a little bit. First of all, I actually really like this Sailor Moon figure. I like her pose, I like her smile, her big expressive eyes, the fact that her moon is cute on her tiara. They got the moons on the boots too. And even the gradient from the hair that goes from this nice like bright yellow into a kind of like a mustardy yellow at the bottom. And the hair for all of these small figures is actually really well detailed. And the bow on the back is nice and pearly, and she doesn't have barely any paint defects either. So I'm really happy about that. Actually, I lied. There is a little bit of a paint defect right here, but that was bound to happen because you're blending two colors and they're so very close together. But even the lines on her sailor collar are done, so I don't really care. But what I do care about is right here and right here. If this were the Super Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon Super S, you'd see the little yellow wings of the Crisis Compact, which make her stand next to Chibi Moon. So this is the Sailor Moon S Super Sailor Moon, and Super Sailor Chibi Moon doesn't have a partner, so that's kind of bothersome to me. As a standalone figure, she looks frickin' cute. Last but not least is Super Sailor Chibi Moon. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys is this right here. Her hair is gorgeous. Like with the Atsumete for girls, whatever set that was, they have really honed in on making Chibi Moon's hair like perfect lately with the figures, and I could not be more proud or more excited. She has this really cute face and her eyes are super expressive. I really like her, and her paint defects are minimal as well, and I just really like the fact that they paid a lot of attention to the detailing of these figures, even as far as to go to the sailor collar having the yellow stripes. And I know my camera can't pick that up, but they are there. Alrighty guys, so this is the second Petit Chara glitter set, all assembled and looking gorgeous. I will say that in comparison to the first set, their paint jobs are far better, and it's weird because both glitter sets were released around the same time, so I find it kind of odd that one set has really good paint job and the other one really didn't. The only other thing that I would say they could improve on is this. Luna P kind of got the short end of the stick because she doesn't have a stand, and therefore if you want her to sit or stand with Sailor Chibi Moon, she kind of just rolls around. So I know some people have said that they have used the wax that you can get for braces in order to put her on the stand, and since I haven't had braces since I was 16, I don't have any of that, so I'll have to probably look online or get some things sticky to put her on there. overall, I am pleasantly surprised and really, really happy with not only the quality, but the attention to detail and paint job of this set. I think that it is something that belongs to with any Sailor Moon collector or Sailor Moon fan, even if you just get one of them at your local comic book or toy store. And if I had to, I would definitely recommend getting at least this and the first set so that you have all 10 Senshi together, because they just look so cute together. Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that quick and dirty review of the Sailor Moon Glitter Petit Chara Set 2. If you guys liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more reviews and random stuff from my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comments box below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, you can find me on social media on Twitter and Facebook at KonamiI. And until next time, this is KonamiI saying thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye!